The message from the angels to you says, give yourself a second chance, be happy. My beloved, happiness is something that belongs to you by divine right. I know that you suffered a lot, that you thought you could never be happy again. And certainly the battles you have had to fight have been very hard. You also regret that you have made some mistakes that have had very negative consequences on your life. But all that doesn't define who you are. It doesn't have to determine your future. You are the owner of your future, and you can change it right here. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why, staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. If your mind keeps looking back again and again, you have to change your way of thinking. Look back only to learn, to not make the same mistakes again. Because no matter what happened in the past, you deserve to give yourself a new chance. You deserve to be happy. You have to stop seeing yourself in such an inferior way. You have to understand that you are loved unconditionally. God, the universe loves you regardless of your mistakes. The universe loves you under any circumstances. And this means that you have the right to be happy under any circumstances. You don't have to deny yourself something that is a divine right for you. Something that your soul deserves in all its splendor. You deserve to give yourself a new chance, to resurface and change. Because no one came into this world knowing everything. All human beings make mistakes. Those mistakes are a necessary part of the path of learning, of the path of awakening. But it is not the mistakes that will mark your value, but your learning. The most important thing in all this is that you learn the lesson, and that you use all your wisdom and all your light to change what you need to change, to transmute the negative into positive. You have to treat yourself in a kind way. You have to allow your soul to flourish, to unfold all the light and love that is within you. Today, I accompany you to help you give yourself a second chance, so that you do not continue to deny yourself happiness. Because you deserve to be happy. Although I know that sometimes the voice of the ego tells you otherwise. You have to make an effort to connect with your inner voice, the voice of your higher self. Because that voice is the one that is nourished by divine wisdom. That voice will tell you that you really deserve to be happy, that you are worthy of being loved, cared for and valued. Your soul, your being, like all living creatures in the universe, needs certain nutrients to develop, to live and to grow. Just as the seed of a tree needs nourished soil, needs water and sunlight, so your soul needs love, needs spiritual connection and needs to be in harmony with the universe. You need care, you need to value yourself a little more. Maybe you have come to think in such a negative way because the hard knocks of life made you believe that this is the only thing you could receive. But that's not true. You deserve to be happy, but to be happy you have to be aware of it. The universe will always answer you in the affirmative. It will always say, yes. So if you tell it that you don't deserve to be happy, the universe will act accordingly. But if you tell it that you want to be happy, you will certainly receive happiness. It's a little hard to understand that you have this great responsibility. But it is so, and the sooner you understand it, the sooner you will solve all those problems that are tormenting you at this moment and preventing you from being happy. As a beautiful flower, so must your soul bloom. There are plants that during the winter wither a little, that become so weak that it seems that they will never again have those beautiful colors they had months ago. But if they are cared for, watered and pampered, when spring comes those plants bloom, display their beautiful colors and aromas. And that is what is going to happen to you. Right now maybe you are like that plant that is a little wilted, but you are going to give yourself love, you are going to receive light, you are going to take care of yourself, and before you know it you will have resurfaced. You will have reached happiness. You must devote yourself to you really, to your own progress, to your inner self, my beloved. The best thing about being down is that you can only go up, my beloved. Nothing is casual, everything has a reason, and perhaps although it may seem difficult to understand, there are teachings that were necessary to be able to be where you are today. I know it hasn't been easy. That you thought you would never be happy again because things got too complicated. And so little by little you have discovered yourself looking in the mirror and seeing yourself fragile, vulnerable, in a position of defeat. But you can get up. I hold out my hand for you to get up and to understand that the universe always gives second chances. Maybe other people did not give you a second chance, but you have to give it to yourself. You cannot deny yourself something so essential. Because second chances are part of the unconditional love of the universe. If the universe gave up on you the first time, you wouldn't have achieved half the accomplishments you did. But the universe never gives up. You are to be one creature with the universe. Nor must you give up. For the angels do not give up on you either. We inspire the living flame that dwells in you. We fill you with light and love so that you can give yourself a second chance and be happy again. Because in your happiness we will also find our happiness. Take care of your life and your well-being, because when you do, it will be very difficult for you not to be happy. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. When you become aware that divinity is present in you, so loved and so precious, that this presence is housed in your heart, any step you take will lead you to success and unprecedented glory in your life. There really is more than you think. There is much more to achieve and much more to be happy. Do not settle. Do not resign yourself. Give yourself a second chance to be happy. Maybe right now you feel that you can't find your way, that you don't even know who you are. But you don't have to go on like this. If at this moment you don't know how to take care of yourself, you have to ask for help. Because asking for help does not make you weaker but braver. It is time to ask for assistance to the angels, to the beings of light, to your loved ones. But it is also the time to look for the strength within you. You will have to use all that support and all that strength to take care of you. The only thing you have to do to start taking care of yourself as you should is to listen to your inner voice, which is no other voice than the voice of your being, the one that connects you with the whole universe. Start loving and caring for yourself as a divine creation that deserves all the love in the world. You will see with clarity things that remained hidden to your capacity of understanding. When you step forward and allow yourself to give yourself a second chance to be happy, each day will end with a wonderful surprise, a blessing that will fill you with happiness. You will enjoy everything you were unable to enjoy for so long. When you give yourself a second chance and recognize that you really deserve to be happy, your life will be filled with joy and blessing. I accompany you today with all my love and share today the work of your guardian angel to give you encouragement and strength to take care of you. You no longer have to continue leading an unhappy life that does not fulfill you. Change begins with you, it begins in you. If you open yourself to change, change will open itself to you. Everything has to start with your will, because when you work for something, the universe also works for you to get that something. And you have to work on yourself, to give yourself this new opportunity. You must already understand that you deserve to be happy. No matter what others would have you believe, no matter those negative thoughts. Inside you there is a very big truth that tells you that you deserve to be happy, because that is the truth. Continue on your way with the certainty that happiness is part of you. You are a divine creation, never forget that. Because as a divine condition you have many more powers than if you were simply a physical body. And all those gifts, those powers have been given to you to use, to develop. I know that sometimes your beliefs and your negative thoughts make you think that you have no time for you, that you have no time for your business because there are so many obligations of each day that you must always leave you for the last place. But no, my beloved, this is not so. You must put yourself first because your life is a divine gift and as such you have to care for and value. Give yourself a second chance starting today. If you find it very difficult, start with simple things. With small gestures, small ways of taking care of yourself. Because in this way you will be introducing into your routine habits that lead you to take care of you, and that will become a wonderful habit. Your daily routine will therefore be to take care of you, of your spiritual development, of the elevation of your consciousness and the awakening of your soul. Taking care of you is also a way to get closer to God and to get closer to your divine mission. Start giving yourself a second chance today. And to give yourself this second chance you have to reflect on how you have treated yourself lately. When was the last time you did something for yourself? Something that makes you happy. Don't try to fool yourself. You're spending too much time taking care of other things, and it's time to take a little more care of you. Your life is very important, you are very important, but if you are not aware of it, nothing around you will change. Remember that a new heaven and a new earth are coming to humanity. Great changes will take place on the planet and you will have to be prepared for it. This is why you must take care of yourself, you must strengthen yourself, you must seek your happiness and your good. You can also find part of that happiness by sharing your love and happiness with other souls, but do not feel obligated by anything or anyone. You need to be aware that the change you are noticing in you is partly a consequence of the divine plan, of the universal order by which all souls are governed. You need to give yourself a second chance to fulfill your divine mission. If you stay aligned with your being, everything will be much better. Everything will be easier. You will be calm and you will be able to find your way perfectly. You must recognize reality, see the world around you in a more transcendental way, more in coherence with the universe. Souls who were trained and destined to emit light must radiate it now more than ever. Keep working on expanding your consciousness because soon you will understand what is really happening in the world at this time. You will have to manage your life with intelligence. You will have to identify your spiritual needs and attend to them accordingly. It is time to free yourself from all that you keep inside you and that prevented you from moving forward. You must realize that there are many things that you have excluded from your life because of pride and other things due to your blindness and your inability to see beyond at certain times. These circumstances prevent you from seeing the true miracle that happens in front of you every day. You will never find a time to shine better than today. Today is the best time to be you and gradually transform your consciousness. All change requires action, and you must take action with the help of your angels, light beings, and your divinity, my beloved. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.